For real, 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 for real. Really real, really real, really real, really real. For real, for real, for real, for real. Plain Jane on my wrist, for real. LV on my chick, for real. Waco taking risks, for real. Went through hell to get to this, for real. I'm not pressed with making lists, for real. I stay low and stack my chips, for real. You keep looking for a flip, for real. That's not wealth, that's rich, for real. For real, 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 for real. Really real, really real, really real, really real. For real, for real, for real, for real. No liens on the whip, for real. I get bored, I take a trip, for real. Take a loss, I never trip, for real. Been in shock, I'm not a lick, for real. Don't trust the soul, it's on my hip, for real. Make a move and you get hit, for real. No pictures by the crib, for real. Can't let them know just where I live, for real. For real, 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 for real. Really real, really real, really real, really real. For real, for real, for real, for real. Plain Jane on my wrist, for real. LV on my chick, for real. Waco taking risks, for real. Went through hell to get to this, for real.
Good morning all. How are we doing? Hope we are all well. And yeah, let's get it. Let's see how all systems go. You know the drill, guys. Check the systems are all go. We do look good. Hope everyone is well. And yeah, let's get it. Let's get it. New day, new opportunity. Let's see what today brings. And yeah, we will do the analysis and get to all that good stuff. Just let a few more people come in. See that we are live here. Morning, Abraham. Morning, all. Morning, Zoom, guys. Hope we are well. And yeah, we'll see what's going on here. We'll see what's going on. Nice. Let's go ahead and do the analysis here. The analysis is important for today. And we start off on the daily time frame. Very interesting day yesterday. Pushed up quite nicely into the rest of the day. And then New York saw kind of a fade of volume here as these candles got smaller. And then we saw a little bit of a reversal here. Which is good to see a little bit of a pullback. It is healthy for price to see a pullback. But the daily candle here is an interesting close. Will this wick be filled, or is this kind of our first sign of rejection and we are just popping up here to later roll over? But regardless of that, the daily candle is closing bullish here. So since the daily candle is closing bullish here, there's no reason we should be, saying, okay, this is definitely something to sell, and sells is exactly what makes sense. But at the same time, we have to keep in mind that this could be a rejection, especially where we're coming from, right? We tested into all of this daily resistance, and we popped up into this weekly rejection zone. And if this weekly flips, it wouldn't be, a surprise, right? If this weekly flips, it wouldn't be a surprise. But for our session today, we are still bullish in our session, right? We are not bearish in our session. We have previous daily closing bullish here, and the 4 hours basically created a nice support here. If you look at what the 4 hour has done, we basically pulled back, created a support, and we have opportunities to test into about 185 500 and the top of the 4 hour support, and then we see if this wants to continue or not, because this could easily roll over from here. We could see this just pop up, find some resistance somewhere in this, and then we continue. We start the a rejection from here. And if we start a rejection from here, only after we see the resistance form, we need to see resistance form. At this time, price has formed support. So nothing really tells us to sell at the moment, right? Because price has done what? It's formed a support. So if price has formed a support, then looking to sell right now is probably not the best idea. You're fighting higher time frame buys unless you're trying to trade some sort of different idea or a higher time frame idea that takes time to play out. But for a session with support being formed and a target here at the top of the range, what makes sense for me is continuation to at least test somewhere into here. At least get a test into here and then see what happens. If it continues, happy days, it will continue, fill this wick. If not, then, obviously we would want to be in before that. So that's kind of what's going on here at the charts right now on the 4 hour time frame. So we can bring back drawings here, and you see it's pretty simple. We have this 1 hour resistance, which I've drawn a little bit lower than the 4 hour resistance because it's more recent. And we have a 4 hour support here, which is kind of the weekly resistance. So for me, the weekly resistance is more important, because as long as we remain above that weekly resistance, for me, buys make sense, right? Because we're above our main resistance point here. So as long as we're respecting that weekly resistance, buys still make sense. And we could see some more potential upside here. Moving down on the 1 hour time frame, kind of similar story here. Major zone here that we're looking at 185 500. Very interesting zone to see if we get potential rejection, because you have to remember that this could be, a lot of people are excited to think that this thing is going to keep continuing. Well, it very well can, but at the same time, this could just be a pullback to create a resistance to continue down bearish here. So we have to keep that in mind and just understand that, hey, we will trade what's in front of us, and what's in front of us is bullish price action. But don't be surprised that if you're taking a small scalp from here to here and later on this thing starts going down, but at this time, the probabilities is for it to go up because we're creating supports and closing bullish, right? So moving on to the 30-minute time frame, we have this 30-minute closing in 23 minutes here. We have this resistance from yesterday, which is pretty similar zone. Same thing with the 15-minute. It is a resistance above here. I feel anything closing above this resistance will give good opportunity. Problem is the time. It's still early now. If this closes above in the next 8 minutes, I don't know how confident I am to take it up to 500, because of us not really seeing good volume at this time. It's kind of similar to yesterday. This is somewhere around here. I would prefer to basically close above this on literally the next 15 minute, which would be the hour open. And yesterday the hour open gave us the best move in terms of for the session if you were to just base your trade off the hour open. With that, we also get more confirmation of a nice hourly candle closing above this zone here, which would be more exciting. And of course then the 30-minute as well, right? So we would have a lot more confirmation, 30, 1 hour, all of that stuff, which would give me confidence to take this trade. Now in this trade depends how deep we close, because for me 500 is a major watch zone here. Just based off the rejections we've seen, based on how it's formulated on the 4 hour, and based on what this is on the 1 hour here, you know, this is, if price is going to roll, it's going to roll at 500. That's what I mean. You know, if this is the start of a high, basically a short-term high before we pull back a little bit deeper, then if it's going to roll, it's going to roll at 500 in my opinion. But of course we don't know till we get there, because everything now is pointing up. So what might just happen is we push straight through it, and you know, that's why we trade a session bias, not to have this confusion of what if and stuff like that. But we keep these zones in mind, right? So we'll see exactly how this closes here in 7 minutes and make a decision based on that. It is quite early. The last time we took a trade at this time, it normally ranges about, but there is a bit of volume lingering about here. You can see the candles moving pretty fast. I wonder how big stops would be if we were to close. Yeah, about 13 pip stops. It's not the worst stops here. You know, it could be just a position we look to hold a little longer and give space to play out, because the last thing I want to be doing in here is buying higher. I don't want to buy higher and then this thing just end up, you know, rejecting. So we'll see what ends up happening here. As for gold, a little bit of a sell-off here on gold over yesterday. So yesterday we came up to the zone, took buys from here to here, if you guys remember, and then this held resistance the whole time. Held resistance the whole time. New York tried once to close above, never closed above, failed at that zone. And yesterday I did put out a plan for looking for sells below here. I think I can show you guys that plan. And that was basically the zone that I said, okay, if price is going to go down, we can expect, here's that plan. You can see if price breaks and rejecting the upside with big wicks, yeah, we get this a little bit bigger. There we go. Yeah, if price keeps rejecting the upside, especially a big wick up, this area would be the place to sell below, right? So this is that big wick up, and then below this area, anything leaving below this area with these candle closures, opportunities. This first candle closure here as well was an opportunity. People took sells who were there in New York session, and I did see that in the group people took it. So that sells did continue here. So we did continue. Obviously this daily resistance and support zone was a very risky zone for potential rejection, but once we closed below it, of course this is now pushing into Asian session. Asian session gave us the move towards the downside. So we're kind of in the same spot as yesterday at London, but London, yesterday we were at this daily rejection zone. Today we're at this daily rejection zone. So need to be very careful selling back into this again here. So for me, sells will probably be safer below the daily support. And that is the only place I would possibly look to sell, is below this daily support here. Otherwise, it's very, very risky. You can see every time prices dipped into this zone, it's no joke, this zone. Look at this rejection here. Look at all of these rejections. Look at this rejection. Look at that rejection. Be very careful selling into these zones here, because you can easily get rejection to the upside here. Which leaves me, if this does start creating a range and then we close above resistance, you could look for a counter trend opportunity just based on us expecting us to respect the range here. But we are a bearish session bias, so it makes sense for us to continue. What's very interesting is the weekly candle now has made a top wick. Well, not really. It's flipped now and it's about to break the bottom wick. If it does break the bottom wick, then there's of course higher probabilities for us to continue down here. So once we have a daily candle closing below this daily support, this is where things really get interesting, because now we have a real break of structure here. We have a real break of structure of the last significant area here, and then we have a big open space. So it will be interesting to see what gold does in that area. But yeah, watching this whole 4-hour rejection zone, especially where we are right now, if I bring back drawings, you know, price can push down now another 8 pips here. We have like an 8 pip range, and then it kind of needs to make a decision. At that point it's 50-50. We're either going to push through, which then will end us, you know, pushing down lower, or it's going to reject from there. So if anything, you're going to look at, resistance below, right? Resistance below to continue down bearish. And yeah, it is risky to buy. I wouldn't buy just breaking structure here. I would wait for price to form a proper range and maybe come back down, reject, close back in the range, then close above. Kind of similar to yesterday, right? This is a beautiful setup though. When you have a range, price tries, it fails, retests the bottom, and then boom, closes above. If you see a similar thing here, only then counter trend would make sense. Otherwise, follow the momentum, but don't sell into daily support. I wouldn't recommend it. In my opinion, I have not seen good success in that because it's 50-50. It's either going to break through or reject, and trading off 50-50 is not always the best option here to trade off 50-50. So yeah, that is exactly what I'm looking for here on gold. Probably you would have to get below 1970 here and then create some sort of resistance, and looking at the 30-minute, you're stuck with some support here at 1968 as well. So possibly selling to targets is going to be better. Like this pullback, excuse me, this was a great option here, this pullback, and then close at resistance to continue down to test the low. That was your last option you had, but this is not in my trading time. This would be the trade you would be in, stops above the high, and now you would just kind of either close half at this support because that's your target, and trying to get the rest to push through here and then leave it at break even. But you want a similar scenario below that. Similar scenario below that will be safer because you're trading to targets, not just selling lows. And yeah, that's the analysis here. Pretty simple analysis. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the analysis. If you did, be sure to do the YouTube business. Leave a like. Almost 400 of us in here, 70 likes. We can get that up to, how many likes can we get that up to? 200 likes. I really would appreciate it. And then I don't have to ask for the YouTube business. You know the drill, part of the game. And yeah, gold ain't that great today. It's not the easiest. I would say it's not the easiest because of where we're sitting in terms of sells. It makes sense to sell, but we're sitting at daily and 4-hour support. So yeah, just entered a long on gold. Good luck. Hopefully that works out. But I think it's a bit early in my opinion. Can you check the chart you sent? Where did you send it? Where did you send it? Now 300 likes. Yeah, we need more activity for 300 likes. People are tired these days. You guys are all sleepy. You guys are all sleepy. In Discord, I can have a quick look, no worries. See what you got going on. Where? This is you? Yeah, I agree with this. Whoever this chart is, I agree with it. Same plan I just discussed. See this GU plans. Bearish bias on GU. That's interesting. GU's bearish and GJ's bullish. Don't like that. Don't like that at all. Yeah, that we have different. Yeah, that's why. Problem is, which one is right? That's why I don't like looking at both. Which one is right? How can you join my Discord? Discord will open when I decide, spots will open, and then it's first come, first serve whenever spots will open. That's how you'll be able to join the exclusive Discord. I'll announce when spots open for next month. But yeah, then you'll be able to join. Definitely something. A lot of developments happened in it, and huge value now I'm happy to bring to that community. And yeah, you'll be welcome to join. You will be welcome to join. Also, a lot of updates happened to the Tradesharpe exclusive content here in terms of having it really nicely organized here. Like these topics, taking less trade talk, increasing lot size. This one was a great topic, I think. It's like a 5-minute video, but it's the percentage value of holding runners versus closing full. This was a very useful conversation we had in the webinar. Don't have the 1-hour support on the chart. Which 1-hour support? This one down here. Resistance. Where's the resistance? I have it up here. 500 I have as the 1 hour support one here. That's what I'm looking at, 500. This one. I joined a week ago, but the Discord server link, can you send that? The support line is not super helpful. That's a shame, man. You should directly message me always. Just directly. Is it a watch zone? Yeah, more of a resistance. You should always directly message me, man. So if you could DM me right now, I would appreciate that. Just direct message me and I'll get you sorted very quick. That's a shame, man. You should have told me that. What's the plan today? We just discussed the plan, man. This is nice to see before. I like to see it pull back before close above. Gives me confidence. What is GU saying? Yeah, that's a way different close on GU here. If I was to look for sells today on GJ, it's a really tough pair to sell. It just makes it really, areas are so tough. Not even the biggest ranges. It is full of chop, full of wick. We probably need more information to sell. I would probably say, where's that little 4 hour support? That's below 500. I'll probably say to sell what we need. We could push through these zones. If sell volume comes in, this thing is gonna trend. So first, when looking to sell, where's the 4 hour support? Obviously, we need to break 4 hour support to sell. Selling into 4 hour support is not a good idea when we're going bullish. So that's 187, right? So if we look at where 187 is somewhere around here. Yeah, up here. So yeah, below this range makes sense. Below this range makes sense. Look at AUD USD. Yeah, we can have a look at AUD USD. That's a nice daily candle close there. Asian session doing the business. Yeah, watch this 4 hour support. Again, London session. London's being a little bit annoying on pairs because we're seeing Asian do business and then London just end you up at 4 hour support. Like, you have to get below 4 hour support here to take sells. The 7 pips I don't think is enough. Or you need to wait for a nice pullback, resistance creation, and then continue to sell. But this was your sell right now. This break of this low here to get to here and see what happens. Otherwise, you need to wait for resistance to you need a while for this to set up because you need price to come down here, form a resistance, then close below. When that closes below, you take the sells down. And then for setup for buys later, you need this to form a support, then close above somewhere here to continue up. So the sell was this break of this low right here. That was the sell right now. You would have taken that. I wonder if Crest took that. Crest, you in chat? You took that? Are you collecting crypto now? I've already collected. I'm not at the moment. Not at these prices, no. Give me a sec, I'll be back in 1 second. Didn't take it. No clean LTA. Oh, good man. Come and zoom. Come and zoom. Zoom is open. Where's Dan? Dan was in the chat. Still haven't messaged me, man. Waiting for your message. Hi, Harry. A lot of traders would be concerned that yesterday's daily candle opened without a wick. Does that fact opened below the previous close counter affect that? Where's the daily that opened without a wick? It has a wick. Both daily candles. Interesting to poll to see what other pairs are traded in the group. I see. And there we go. Yesterday doesn't matter. The close matters for our analysis, but no, I don't think traders are concerned with that. Don't understand your question fully though. Something about that to happen. He says, give me a sec. No, actually I just went to the bathroom and nothing happened. So dude just called JP Morgan. Yeah, that's I can't use that bullet all the time. Do you prefer trading currencies over gold? Yes. Zoom stuck at updating. All good, man. All good. You're selling, GJ? Yeah, just remember what happened when you said that yesterday. Everyone was trying to sell GJ yesterday. And it didn't play out till we did what? Till we created resistance. Till we created resistance, then sales made sense. After you create resistance, break of second structure here, sales make sense. No trade zone, buy above this. Yeah, that's the safer buy, but you see the little opportunity to take a buy inside of above 407. 407.2 here. Remember I told you last night when I don't plan the trade, I told you have to build the confidence and just take it. Just take it. What's the worst that can happen? You come and you ask for feedback. What about gold? We looked at gold. It's at daily support. Do you see how it's at daily support here? Really difficult place to sell into daily support. The sells was early. Break of this. You need something similar. Close below, pull back, continue down. Otherwise, you need resistance below the daily support. Look at every time we've come back here. Look at the rejection. Boom, 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 boom. Very dangerous place to sell. Sells happened over Asian and New York yesterday. I was surprised not to see you guys trading New York yesterday. New York had some options here on gold. The one I put as the plan, it was pretty simple here. Close below this area here and easy 10, 15 pips. Some of these questions, poor Harry. You get used to it, brother. Just DM'd you about the Discord. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Bro, can you say of trading prop firm planning to take a challenge this week? Found consistency the last 6 months in my small personal account. That's great. I'm glad you found consistency in your own personal account. Now the next thing is, are you finding consistency towards the end of the year? This is a mistake I made in the beginning of my journey about 2 years ago. I increased risk towards the end of the year when market conditions were slower, and that ended up putting me in a sticky spot. So you have to look at your opportunity cost. Some traders, good traders, you'll see them online, you'll see them who are open, they will not even trade in December. So with knowing that, you have to look at and say, okay, is it a good idea for me to start a funding account challenge right now? Or should I wait for maybe the start of next year? But if you're starting a challenge that doesn't have a time limit, then it doesn't matter. You're just going to take quality trades anyways, and you're consistent. But if you have a time limit, then at the end of the day, then it's a problem, because you have to make sure that you're going to get trades within a month to make 10%. If you don't make 10%, you're not going to pass the challenge. So you probably want more of a month that moves a lot faster in order for you to get the opportunity to make, the 10%. So if there's no time limit, then it doesn't matter. You can take it when you want, and just make sure that you're disciplined. All jokes, bro. I appreciate your streams. Thanks for the past and the future lobsters. All good, brother. All good. Yeah, long time since we had. What was I gonna say? Everything happens in Asian session these days? No, not really. Yeah, long time. I was gonna say that. Long time since we had lobsters on gold. That's a long time since. It's been about 4 months since I took a trade in London on gold. Do you trade personal capital? Yes. Yeah, December is literally the worst month for trading. Yeah, it's a wait and see type of month. It's a month where last year it was not an issue at all, and I took the most of the month off last year. That's why I made this small clickbait video last year, and this was December. Let's see if we can find the video. I said I'm done trading. Where is it? Look for a video that says I'm done trading. Done trading. Yeah, here. Yeah, so 10 months ago, exactly. This was December here, and this is when I was finished trading last year. So yeah, I traded only the first 2 weeks and then left it, just to have a break and stuff. But it was great. The rest, when I looked back at the charts, it was good. So it's kind of a wait and see type thing. Looking for sells on gold below the daily. Yeah, I think below the daily is gonna be safer here. Anyone selling into this daily support here you're asking for a slap. If this thing is gonna reject, it's gonna reject hard. So just be patient with this. Wait for some sort of setup like this or resistance below. And GJ, I'm thinking what we can do for GJ, because this could be a nice rollover spot. I just wish it looked something like this. How good would it be if it looked something like this? That would be easy. Last December I had 4 good trades out of 4. Yeah, but the good thing is you only took 4 trades. That's 1 trade a week. That's why you had 4 good trades, because you took good trades. Whereas a month like March, we're looking at least 3 to 4 trades a week, 3 trades a week, no issues. So like the chief said, you gotta wait and see what the type of month. Yeah, if there's an option, you take it, no problems. If it's price is moving, I'm gonna take a trade. If price is not moving, I'm not gonna force a trade. It's simple as that. Look at GPUSD. We did look at GPUSD. So it had a bearish bias here. One of the exclusive members kindly shared their plan as well, so I'll let you see their plan, and this should be a skill you guys should be learning as well, right? It's to be able to make a plan. So bearish kind of looking for sells below this zone here. For me, I think that's too late to sell. If I was to adapt that plan, I think it's too late to sell. Well, it's already done now, so you're good actually. If you could pull back now, then close below, would be good. But I get it, because you're not wanting to sell into this 4-hour support, which is a smart move. So I think good sells on GU will be below this daily support, right? Below here, which I think was your plan. The candle is too deep. Should we wait for a pullback? On what? On what? On what? On gold. Gold hasn't even crossed daily support yet. You can't sell gold until we cross daily support. You're selling into a very risky zone here. This whole support zone. So let it get below here. Once it gets below, wait for resistance. Then only I think it makes sense to sell. That's what I'm waiting for on gold, because I'm not getting stuck in rejections like this. I don't know about you guys, but that's not my plan. For me, sells were yesterday. Happened in Asian. These are the sells below 4-hour support. Look at this clean area here. It doesn't get easier. But I'm sleeping at this time, so it's not my trade. 3:30 a.m. You know, this is easy sells here. Once you get below that 4-hour support resistance form, this close here, easy sell. This one, easy sell. This is not easy. You just had to sit in a bit of drawdown actually, but it's Asian, so. But it filled the zone. So now we need the same type of thing. I need to see close below resistance form, and then I can take sells. That's only what makes sense for me. Yes, you're still holding? Nice. I bought gold from 1983, didn't close. It's 1970 now. What do you recommend me to do? That's because you didn't have a plan, man. That's because you didn't have a plan. If you had a plan, then you would know what to do. Never take a trade without a plan. It's such a basic thing. Have an area where you say, okay, I lost the trade. That's it. I'm done. Get out. It's unbelievable that you guys are happy. You guys are happy to hold a trade in drawdown, right? You're happy to hold a trade in drawdown. No issues. No issues to hold a trade in drawdown. But when you take a loss, you get salty. Oh, I took a loss. And even though your loss is like 12, 13, 14 pips, but when you're holding drawdown of 50, 60 pips, it's okay. It still has a chance. It's like you guys, you trade in hope. You don't trade in statistics. Trade in hope. Can't do that. You have to change your mindset immediately. If you don't change your mindset, you're going to lose in this game. Right? Because you're going to complain when you lose, and then you're going to hope when you're not losing, and just let the trade say, okay, at some point I have to be right. You know, when in reality, you're not going to be right most of the time. Yeah, my daily support's just a little bit lower. Just a little bit lower. Just drew it based on this kind of area here. It was drawn from back here. You know, just based off all of these reactions from back here. I just moved it a little bit lower. But we need resistance anyway, so it needs to get below it. Needs to get below it heavy. We need to get down at least to 69, pull back. You know, it's this sell right here is like pushing limits, you know. You'd be break even right now. You're pushing limits 7 pips to see what happens. Damn, that's a nice push through daily support. But here you're selling right into 15-minute support here. So this is a trade you can't replicate over time. So now you need resistance to form. Something similar to here. So another 30 minutes, 40 minutes till price can create resistance. Then only it makes sense to sell. Or like a setup 3 here. You know, but you need to watch all of this support. You have another zone down here on gold. You need to watch this zone right here. You know? Hey, Adriano. What's my indicator? It just tells you session bias. It's called Tradesharpe session bias. Gold can run over X, so it could be a fake out. Yes, you just be careful in this zone overall. Overall, just need to be careful in this zone. Do I only trade Gbpjpy? Yes, my main pair here. It's my main pair. Many traders, particularly institutional investors, tend to reduce their market participation during December due to holiday season. Yes. Due to end of year balancing of portfolio. If you're making a new portfolio and you have to rebalance, realize gains, big portion of December is realizing gains, right? You have to, all your unrealized P&L has to be realized, and then you rebalance, and then you look to strategize as a company how you're going to go into the new financial year, right? What is going to be your strategy? Does there need to be more diversification in X asset? Does there has to be more diversification in Y asset and stuff like that? What is rebalance? It is basically looking at this year, what has gone on, what has been the changes in terms of, because as a hedge fund, you're not only invested in Forex, you're invested in whatever it may be, right? It could be Forex, could have a portfolio in energy, health. So when you rebalance into different assets. If you're a hedge fund that concentrates exclusively on indices and Forex pairs, then you're going to rebalance positions going into next year, because they don't only hold short-term positions, they're also holding long-term positions. So they will close, rebalance, add some funds to another place, remove some funds from another place, and that's what they spend December doing. It's kind of just like your end of year cleanup, right? And this is what we should be doing at December. For me, December is a month where you look to make small gains, enjoy. And first of all, I think December is a really important month to see how far you've come. Look back at your trades, look back at what went well this year, what could have been better. Come together and collaborate and be like, no, this is, if you're trying to chase your account on December, you're probably going to lose it, because this is the time where it's like, okay, the work has been done. Let me now just look to protect and maximize if we have opportunity, right? Protecting and maximizing is the way. So that's exactly how you tackle it. You're still shit in December, then you need to you need to check what's going wrong with your trading in December, and then fix it. If you guys enjoying the stream, 546 of us in here. If we can get the likes up to 250, would appreciate it. The YouTube business guys, let's get active in here. Come on, show up daily. A lot of value. I hope you guys are appreciating the free value here. I put a lot of effort into this, and yeah, we have a strong, we have a strong fam here. There's a lot of information. I don't think you can find this information out there. I don't see anyone also on top of that posting videos for you guys to have this information at your disposal in recorded videos. So leave a subscribe if you're new. Make sure to join up to future streams as well. Right? And if you're just in the stream here, vibing as always, would appreciate the like. You know the drill. My boss left, will open up my comp and do YouTube business. You're all good, man. I call myself the GJ King. It's your first time. I don't think you're ready to call yourself the GJ King. Even I don't think I can be called the GJ King yet. I'm only, I think, a GJ Prince at the moment. Thank you, Lovejeet. First time in your stream? Welcome, welcome, brother. Hope you find it valuable. Make sure to subscribe so you can join up to future streams. GJ peasant? GJ can make you a peasant. That's the problem with GJ. It can make you a peasant. It can make you a peasant. Gonna trade Hot Wheels for the rest of the year. No, we should be good. We should be good. There was a time, I swear, used to catch easy 100 pips in London session. Now barely 10 pips. What happened? Yeah, bro. 2021, 2022, easy 80 pip moves. Every London 80 pip moves. Every London. And the best traders are the ones who can identify and adapt to that. The ones who still expecting that or still trading like that, that's where you're going to fail. But yeah, I remember, man, it was crazy. It was crazy. But don't be fooled. You know, we had to run 35 pip stops back then. Well, I personally was running 25, 30 pip stops. No problems. But man, volume was not... If I was a better trader back then, I would have milked it. Heavy milked it. Definitely. Because it was moving heavy. But I'm sure those times will come back when Bank of Japan shifts its monetary policy. Calling it. Right? Calling it. What was the common setup? Same, man. Setup 1, 2, 3. They still worked a lot of the time, but it's just you had volume. Like it was just, you know, it was quick, man. It's like you could hold trades for a lot longer. You know, it was pretty. The problem was the emotion of how quick it was moving. You know. Explanation for why those for those times is because that was the time when the whole world was increasing interest rates after the whole C thing. So the world was increasing interest rates and Japan was keeping interest rates the same, negative. So as UK kept increasing the interest rates, their currency got stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger. And the JPY currency just got weaker and weaker and weaker. Led to USD JPY massive rally. Led to GJ massive rally. I mean, at that time I was trading GJ at 149, 145. We're at 185 today. Like that was a number that I was not thinking about at that time. I have screenshots of GJ at, you know, 138. You know, 149, 150 was 150 was the area where it was most commonly traded. 155, 154. We were in that area for a long time. And then now we're sitting here at 185, you know. So as those interest rates started to increase, we just saw this parabolic rally on GJ, you know, and you just get these bigger days. You guys seem like 80? No, it's not like that, but it's because of catalysts. But look at it, this is how markets work. This is how their cycles work. So if you understand that, what are you going to understand? You're going to understand, okay, when's the next time we can see something like that happen? Bank of Japan hasn't started. Bank of Japan hasn't started their policy. So imagine what happens when they change their policy. GJ is going to be crazy. And all the people who have disregarded GJ, guess what's going to happen? They're going to be unprepared. They're going to come in and lose because they jump into the hype and they don't understand how the pairs move or why it moved. We've been watching this pair every single day. We should be paid for that. When do you realize there's volume in the market based on speed of movement? No, just time and based on, speed of movement as well, right? You can see candles closing with volume, candles moving faster, more erratic movements. The more we want to see erratic movement, we just don't want to see erratic trend, right? We want to see price push up, tap a resistance, reject, flip back up. This is showing that there's volume. For me, I'm interested if we can get a close above 407 here. Let's put this so people know what's going on. Ah, hit my elbow, man. Almost blew my account yesterday. Took a trade, then when I was changing my stop loss, the net stopped working. I was panicking as hell, but somehow managed to open my account on phone and manage it. Damn, man. That is definitely that is, you know, scary situation. I heard 2020 and 2021 the markets were best, and now they are the worst. They're not the worst, they're just back to an equilibrium. You know, it's like, this is how Forex generally is, a consistent, something that is consistent. Markets were crazy in 2020 because that's what the gurus online made it seem like, because they were trying to sell courses. So they're like, this is the best time to get involved. When in reality, people have been trading Forex since, you know, 1990s. Come on, like, you know, every year it's the best year to get involved, apparently. You know, it's just, no, we had, actually, most people would have lost in 2020 and 2021, including experienced traders, because it's just simply something they wouldn't know how to trade. Because if I had the same experience I had now and I was trading back in 2020, I'd be a little bit confused because everything would be moving too fast. I wouldn't know to run 100 pip stops. I wouldn't know to run, you know, 30, 50 pip stops, because you'd have to back then. That's how big the moves were. You know, these pullbacks were heavy. It would be confusing to me. I wouldn't feel comfortable. So you probably miss a lot of the moves. Then you'd feel like you're selling, buying highs, but it'd keep pushing. And you're like, what the hell? So it would be confusing. It wouldn't be easy. Is London open after 10 minutes? No, a bit more, man. 40 minutes. It's worth to have $20. Yeah, it's worth to have backup, especially when you're a trader trading with proper capital. It's definitely worth it. If you're ever in a really bad situation, make sure you have friends that trade, that can log into your account very quickly and manage the trade if worse comes to worse. But you should have a backup, you know, and stuff like that. What's gold doing? Yeah, so on gold here, get below this support here. Should be an open gateway till around here, right? This is on 5 minute. So this is like a watch zone right here. Yeah, so you need pullbacks, resistance creation, and then continuation. If the friend is like me, I'll FOMO you into another position. That's a bad friend. Not a good friend, bad friend. What's your monthly target percent-wise? Anything. I don't set a percentage because then you're inclined to hit that percent and then you might slow down after that percent. Or if you're far away from it, then you're trying to push yourself into reaching that. And that's resulted in me hitting a loss. So the best thing to do for me is just to trade when there's a setup and see where I am at the end of the month and see how I could have made that better. If there's a way I could have made that better, then I look to apply that, and then naturally you start to make more percent per month. What happened to London Open? Times, did it change? Yes, it changed, guys. Come on, it's daylight savings. The times has already changed. Should know this stuff. We've been talking about it many times. Many times we talked about daylight saving change. Someone was saying he went long on gold. Yeah, I remember that. I said too early, right? Too early to go long on gold. Yeah, I think it's Omar. Be careful, man. Told you it's too early. Are you in the UK? No, I'm in Dubai. I am in Dubai, not the UK. I know you like GJ. However, do you not like the DAX? I seem to be making some easy moves scalping. You know, it's funny you say that. We have a lot of DAX traders in our group. And they're killing it on it, man. You know, DAX looks super clean. I'm watching the pair, you know, but it's a nice pair, man. And these guys are killing it in here. Like, these moves that we're seeing on that, like, you get triggered. You know, it's definitely a clean pair, man. It's definitely a clean pair. Like, setup twos play out easy with Thunderstorm. It gives you. So I do like the way that DAX has been moving. It does look very, very clean. Just, it's something I don't just jump in, right? I want to do my research on it, see how it moves, you know. But it does look clean, man. Harry is a loyal guy. Exactly, yeah. Pretty loyal to my GJ. But, you know, to have as a backup, I'm just not someone who likes to trade multiple pairs, but, you know. What's his message here? GJ, not a buy, bearish continuation. Yeah, I'm not buying it right now, brother. I'm not buying it right now. I said potential buys above. I'm also not seeing where I can sell it, so that's why I haven't wrote somewhere to sell, because it's not a sellable zone at the moment. If price was to break down, maybe then I can consider sells. But I'm not saying it's a buy right now, otherwise I would have been in. Nor am I saying it's a sell. It's making its mind. How much did this thunder give you? This was the only 17 pips. Yeah, that's pretty decent. That was the only option. This thunder. I think it happened super fast though. DAX team is awesome in the group. Yeah, exactly. Most of my wins through DAX. Yeah, DAX, not bad, man. DAX is a CFD. Yeah, it's even called the German 40. D30 as well. It has its names. What should we look for when market open? There's a gap down cutting through previous support, but then there's a green candle. Marabuzu. Man, I'm not eating no Marabuzu sushi. I don't know what you do. We were having a good conversation and then you put Marabuzu. This is not some Japanese restaurant. You need to tell me about Marabuzu. So, please, what is a Marabuzu? Can someone explain to me what a Marabuzu? Maybe this in brackets. Candle not closed yet. Why can't you say candle not closed yet? Why is it called a Marabuzu? Like, why? It's just a oh, it's an engulfing candle. Okay, yeah. Why can't we say engulfing candle? Why does it have to be... Next thing you're gonna tell me sashimi candle comes from the left, and what do? Then we see the chart inverse like this, and then I re-inverse it, and then we take a trade. It's like... Now you're good. When the market opens is not a time to trade, to be honest. When the market is directly open, it's not a time to trade. You want to be trading in a session, not when market opens with a gap. That's not really a strategy I look to trade. And if it is something that you've tested and works for you, then great. Then you can obviously use it. But if it's not being tested and it's not something, then I can't give you accurate statistics. I'm not going to sit here and tell you something that I don't have knowledge about, because that's not me. I'm here to share my experiences, not sound like a smart ass, right? And in order not to sound like that, I'm going to tell you straight up. I don't know on market open what a candle, what that candle does. Could we see a wick fill on gold? Yeah, it's a potential here. It's a potential. The problem is 5 minute, I believe, has created support. So you would want more of a thunderstorm. But what I've noticed in London, and this is the problem in New York, we like to see wick fills on gold. In London, this double rejection wick here is telling you from lower time frames building the higher time frames, you have double rejection. So this type of wick fill I don't always see get filled. It's a 50-50 for this type of wick fill here. Because of the double rejection. If it was one single wick, no problem. I'll tell you, yeah, we could probably enter on a thunderstorm here. But this 50-50, I mean, you can give yourself the shot and wait and see what happens. But, you know, you'd basically want to move break even to 50% of this wick, you know, would be better. You know, ideally we want to see this pull up, create resistance, and then maybe go. But, you know, it could be, it's a more, but no, it's more of a, when I see double rejection like this, I lose a little bit of confidence in London session on gold. You know? Are 10 pips enough? If you're winning most of the time, it can be, yes. But if you're losing, then it's a problem, you know? I mean, 10 pips are enough. The problem is how big are your stop loss? It's relative to your stop, you know? I don't recommend running 10 pip take profit and having massive stop losses, because if you hit stop once, it's going to wipe away weeks and months worth of profits. Yeah, here's that little thunderstorm here. So this is what I don't like, is that you don't know, okay, is this a whole rejection zone? Let's look at it on 1 minute. Yeah, this is not... It could probably retest back down to here, max. How much would that give you? 5 pips. You know, even that I argue is not enough to get to break even. So, personally for me, not something too interested in. If you want to give it a shot, it's your choice, but not something I would personally take here, no. GJ broke above. It didn't break above anything. It's breaking below. Breaking below.
What's up, YouTube?
What's this ad, man? Marabuza sounds like Zulu strategy? Yeah, maybe. Is my stream lagged? Because it's lagged on my other screen here. No, we're good, we're good. Donvo does this thing where his TPs are like 10 pips and his stops are 100 to 200 pips when he's in drawdown. Sometimes he also martingales, but if that doesn't work, then stops can be 300 pips. Main thing is that you have to understand everyone's full picture. There's a strategy behind the madness, and if you're a beginner trader who uses a strategy where you're looking to win most of the time, but then you end up losing because you can't control emotions. For his case, he's probably more of an advanced trader where he can handle emotions and he can double down on that and be confident that if he takes a loss, it's not going to hit profits that he's made over the years. But if you've just started trading and you take a big hit like that, it could be career ending and it can be very difficult for you to pick yourself back up because you're not emotionally ready. But the main thing is that everyone has their own edge in the market, and that's his edge, so you can't judge against it. You just have to say accept that that's the way he wants to trade and move on. His way that he trades does not affect you directly unless you're looking there to copy, right? And at the end of the day, that is your choice. That is a choice. You are not forced to, so you can't complain. Instead, respect it and understand its strengths, and and move on. It's very simple like that. Similar with mine. Every single strategy out there is going to have strengths and weaknesses. Every single strategy. You have to just respect everyone. Trading is not an easy game, and everyone is going to have different things, right? Great man, that's it. Encourage, respect, not hate. Exactly. People who are doing less, then someone is only going to hate because they want to feel like they're doing more. But when someone, he's had success in the market, so he's ahead of people. If you had success in these markets, you're ahead. You can't complain. You've done your job. Your job should be to have success in these markets, and whoever does, that's it. We have to take it seriously, and that's how it is, right? So if you have success in this market, you're doing good. There's no best strategy, there's no best way to trade. Anyone who's promising you best strategy, best way to trade, you're going to get burnt in the long run, and you're going to come back crying. I can promise it because I've been through it. It doesn't work for me. It just doesn't work. Right? And because there is no best, if it was so good that we could have this amazing hack that we make tons of gains sustainably, remember there's a key word, sustainably, then we'd all be super rich here, but from my more than 3 years of trading these markets, I have come across times where people have got lucky, right? I have times about people where people have got lucky, and made amazing gains, which your time can come, right? But I haven't seen it consistently. A friend told me that his broker is affected due to not meeting the meta quotes requirements and now awaiting his withdrawal. Yes, that's a very unfortunate situation. And it's a risk, right? That's why I don't like to keep too much money into a brokerage, because you just never know, right? You just never know. So that's why you might as well, just do that. No need to even talk about that. I can see you guys talking about the subject. Just move on. Doesn't affect you. Focus on you, guys. Focus on you and just move on. This is the mistake. You're focusing on too many other. Focus on you. And just have respect that, people are taking their time out their day to sit here and give you value. That's the least you can do is complain, right? Focus on your trade. Focus on getting better. This is the goal here. It's good. I'm glad that you have found resources like this to get good in trading, because it can be a very dirty world, right? In trading, you can get very lost here. And, I was one of the people, and that's why I decided to do all of this. I wanted to just share my experience, share what's going on, show it all to you, have a community, have people around me to protect you. You create your own circle. If you're stuck with all of this BS around you of Lambos, flashy lifestyle that's all fake, then build your own community, and this has always been my goal. Make it affordable, make it accessible, and make it great. And when you do all of that, you have a very strong platform to be a good trader yourself and to help others. And this is why YouTube is a surface level. Then I have my exclusive as more of a personal level, I would say, because in that place, it's everything is there, and I don't see anything being more valuable, and it's something you can be proud of. Whereas these people are, some people out there are just literally scamming and in some terms, and that's not something you can be proud of or is sustainable long term, because they're going to be found out as soon as people start complaining. That's it, brand image is gone, and once it's gone, these guys disappear, and then they waste their whole time and everything's done. Whereas if you build something sustainable, you build something good, and you just have something that you can repeat over time. Yes, it might not be the flashiest, greatest strategy, but you build something like this, it's gonna be great, and we can rely on it, and we can do it. So, yes, sir. That's a little bit of the Tuesday talks with Harry Sharp. Tuesday talks with Harry Sharp. If you guys enjoyed that, leave a like. You know the drill. My goal, I have a goal. I want to get this stream to the biggest stream in London. And to get to that goal, we need to get 1,000 live viewers. We've reached a peak before of 900. 900, but now I think people are, November, December, it's normally down. Even last year on my YouTube views used to be down. I remember that. So it's just naturally how YouTube cycle works, which is super interesting. I don't get it. It's like beginning of the year, you see it pick up. People all come, I want to start trading. And then they get disheartened towards the end of the year. And I think there's a high failure. Already the largest? Yes, it is, but I want like historic numbers, The year wears you down. Yeah, I think what people don't realize is that the reason there's such a high failure rate in Forex is because there's a high quit rate. So people quit before they succeed. And I think that's a huge thing. Right? Just doing some back testing. Win rate is good, but some losers eating into profits with FU candles. Do you think I need to be more aggressive with B and cutting losses? I think you need to be looking at targets. Where are you targeting? Your stop losses are bigger than your targets. Shouldn't be most of the case. Most of my targets are equal to stop loss, if not a little bit bigger. And then secondly, yeah, look into managing and being aggressive with BE, right? Make sure BE makes sense. What's my opinion? Letting it load in Zoom chat. Okay, it's loaded. You haven't taken, you take it on the flip. Or you're in. Interesting spot here. As I said, I was being quite clear with those rejections there. You just have to wait at this point. Only place you can manage this trade is if something closes back inside the range here. You just have to be very, very, very patient here. And just wait. Yeah, you just have to be patient, man. Let it do its thing over time. Problem is these 2 5-minute rejections. I told you I don't see this most of the time being a wick fill when we see this. Right, when we see this double 5-minute rejection, not really a good sign for a wick fill. You got in a short yesterday in gold, closed 50% at your TP, then FOMO'd when it retraced. What do you mean by FOMO'd when it retraced? So you close 50%, which is good at your TP. You could have closed full. Remember, we talk about that video in the exclusive group. Check this. Percentage value of holding runners versus closing full. Right? Versus closing full and holding runners, what is better? So make sure to check that out. But yeah, let's have a look how you FOMO'd. Post in London? Not posted yet. Post it up. Still loading. Do you still remember the first live stream? I live streamed like 2 years ago once, and then it was not valuable for me because no one would show up, and it was really depressing, and it would actually put me down on my own trading. So I remember those streams. Then the first stream when I started streaming again, Yeah, I do remember it. When I first started streaming, I just did more of a analysis type stream. I would analyze and then get on with my own trading. Then as more demand came, then I'm like, okay, if more people want to benefit, I don't mind sitting here because it's more active for me. If only, you know, were you SMC back then? No, I wasn't SMC back then. I was SMC before a YouTube. Were you ranting? No, I didn't have a chance to rant. I blew my account 3 times 2 years ago when I started trading, but those taught me, yes, when you started trading, that is normal. What time frame are you using? Yes, this is 15 on the moment. You can see it if you were to maybe your own phone. Harry, can we trade 2 hours before London? No, 1 hour before London. Same as the other thing. 300 likes, boys. Yeah, if you're enjoying the stream, let's get it. Come on, guys. I want to see this active again, you know? I know London is moving slow, but you guys got to get used to it. This is how market cycles work. Look, I'm hyping it up and GJ is moving. It's because there's no hype. If there's hype, we get GJ to move. Do you still remember your first member in the private group? It worked slightly different. I told them a lot along, like probably 2 weeks before I even opened it. So there was a bunch of members, and I remember that bunch, of course. So when I opened it, it was not something that just, hey, I've launched a group. It was, no, I'm planning to launch a group in a month. Let me know if you guys are interested. And then only I launched it. Are you originally from Dubai? No, I'm not originally from Dubai. Nice candle on 1 minute? No. How do you build your own trading strategy? You don't. Nothing is going to come from your mind only. You build it based on trends and popular things and things that make logically sense. No one owns a strategy. No one has built. All you do is have your own twist and what makes sense in your mind. You have your own certain abilities, right? Miss Janice, yeah, he's in contact with me. He started this job. He's coming back hopefully in January, he told me. That's what he said. So we'll see him in January. Did you ever try Mandy yet? That is an insult if you think I haven't tried it yet. Come on, I was born in Dubai. What do you think? Is London open 3 a.m. EST? Yes, sir, you are correct. What do you think about Euro USD as a pair or as an analysis? What do you think about it, huh? How do you prepare for news trading? I just try to look at economically what can happen and then try to make an estimated guess on the chart and leave it and see if I was right or wrong and then look to capture the move afterwards. It feels like Claudio is the OG in the group. No, Claudio actually joined, I think, 2 months after the group opened. We guess then all in on news. That's another strategy, yes. Stock trading always opens in a gap? Yes, because stocks don't open till NYSE, New York Stock Exchange open. So they always open with gaps because of New York Stock Exchange open. It's different than a currency pair that's traded overnight and stuff. Gold down deep. I think gold is pulling back at the moment. Yes. So this is what I mean, waiting for this resistance. So now if a setup 2 presents itself, it's opportunity. My question is for Jaden. What made him decide to enter this trade here? These big shorts with big stop loss. Maybe he's just happy to hold long term. Well, technically, he will become OG, right? Come on, GJ. You were getting volume to close above. You know you want to do it, GJ. You want to do it so bad. Give me a sec. Just go to the toilet. Oh shit, what happened to my stream? Is my stream back or is it lagged? Okay, we're good, thank God. Where you want to see at 2030? What do you mean, where do I want to see? Where I want to see myself? No limits. What's your plan on GJ today? GJ and also target on GJ? If it closes above, then 500 is my major watch zone. But ultimately trying to get to 185, 569. For sells, not really interested. Not really clean ranges to sell. You can see it ranging. And yeah. Can we trade gaps on stocks? Stocks is normally traded with options and futures. Not CFD. CFDs is different. This is a problem. This was created if we want to sell on just price rolling over, because it could react of this to make a higher low. That's why that double rejection normally does not end up in a wick fill. Do you use any indicators? No. I have tried in the past, but I don't. EYES? Yeah, that's a secret indicator. Look at this flip, guys. Come on. Let's see this. What we got? Damn, bro. Amazing cutout skills. Thank you very much. Head became flat. Thank you for the brownish suit. Late night host, Harry Shah. Do you have a gold signals group? No, I don't have a signal group. I don't believe in signals. I think what's more valuable than signals is exactly what is something like this. This is the most valuable, more than signals. This is how you get better at trading long term. This is a plan I sent. Gold closing below here. It tells it perfectly. It doesn't get more clear than this. It doesn't get more clear than this. Gold sells below. You wait for that to happen. And then you execute on the plan because you have deeper understanding. And then once you're in the trade, you can discuss with us how to manage the trade. Hey, what do you think of this closure? Does it make sense? Not just signals. Buy now. Okay, everyone buys. Stop loss. Let's wait. Oh, shit. We hit stop loss. Oh, why did we lose? You don't know anything, you know? It's like you're going in blind. You're trading blind. It's crazy, you know? I have a... Nice question, man. I have a 6K account. Is it possible to make 1 million in 1 month? Quit trading. I'm telling you from now. Quit trading. Find something else. Those orange line pivot lines? No, they're support and resistance. 1 million rupees? Yeah, 1 million rupees. Even that's hard to make from 6K. Only Instagram gurus can do that with their manipulated accounts. If you know, you know. Can make minus 6K. Come on, GJ, you were about to do it, man. You're about to do it, GJ. You just flipped. You just flipped. GJ been edging us. Oh. Indonesian rupee 70, yeah, that's possible then, yeah. 1%, that's it. No, gold has been clean, guys. You guys have not been capitalizing on gold. You've been sleeping in New York. Sent out the plan yesterday. People who were awake in New York were eating on it. You gotta be active. Is it possible to make 1 million in 6 months? You have to add some stuff to your strategy, pimping and OnlyFans. Only pips. That's what we wanted to call Pip Labs first, only pips, but it was taken. Which site do I use daily? Daily I use this. I use this Forex Factory. Today we have no news. Tomorrow we have Bailey speaking. And that's about it for this week. And then GDP. GDP, big one. Not big one, but it's, you know, bring in volume. See if your chart is up, Adriano. Been waiting. Still not up, man. Still waiting for your chart. You can just send it in Zoom chat. DJ preparing to launch? Definitely cooking something. What would be devastating is if it prepares to launch and then fails. This, I'll just laugh at that point. At that point, I just laugh. What do you think of they flipped an account from 5K to 2.2 million? Why are they on YouTube trying to sell you a course? Why don't they flip that 2.2 million account into 10 million and just be happy? No need to show anyone. Build something bigger. Build a hedge fund. Build a prop shop where you can have institutional investors and make shit more ton of money than trying to sell a $400 course to some people. Like, come on, wake up. You know, have a community. You know, build something better. I'm in buys from 218 mentally. Brother, I'm in buys from 149 mentally as well. Come on now. I wish. I know what you mean. I'm only joking. It's up now. Still waiting, man. Still waiting. Not sure where you're posting this. Anyone see his chart, or is it just me? Adriano's chart. You guys see it in the exclusive group? How long it take to become profitable? To become profitable, about 9 months. 8 months or something. If people can sell a product to hundreds of people, you can make some serious money. Yeah, but if that product has value, you deserve to make serious money because you're offering a service. You're offering a service, right? If that product is something that's valuable, it's fine. But if you're selling it on for no value, like it's just a course that no one's gonna benefit from, that's a problem because there's no value there. There's no value. That's a big problem. Here's AD's chart. Thanks, man. Close the trade here because of on the pullback. If you close 50%, you leave the rest at break even and you get on with it. I think that would have been the better approach. But again, you don't go broke taking profits. The good thing is you took the trade, and this was a good trade. This is the one we discussed, right? Close, and then when it reclosed below, this is exactly per the plan. If you put this next to each other and you look at the plan, look at these two plans here together, right? Close below this zone. If you miss the first close below, where's my other close below, right? Look, if you put these right next to each other, you can see the exact plan here. And you can see how this works out. This is what's better than signals. Is if you miss this first close here, right? If you miss the first close that the plan said, guess what? You wait for the pullback and then you take setup 2 to retest the lows and potentially continue. Right? Especially after it rejects the highs like this. But when you close 50% down here, let the rest come to break even or leave the rest to run. But again, if you're looking at this whole area, it's not an easy area to sell into. So don't be afraid not to take the trade because that's okay. That's your plan. If you're not comfortable selling to daily support, then no. It makes sense, you know. But the skill of making a plan is going to pay you a lot more than following a signal. I tell you that much from now. I promise you, the skill of learning to make a plan is going to pay you a lot more. What's going on with GJ now? Some volume. 1 hour close bullish here. 30-minute also close bullish. 15-minute close bearish here, breaking the high. 5-minute zone. Yeah, let's wait for this 15-minute close here. See how this 15 closes. Reminder, our strategy is not complicated. No, we are just complicated. As humans, we are complicated. What's this screenshot? Nice. I wonder if we can rely on this 1 hour support to be enough and just take it breaking the high when a 5-minute closes above or something with London open. This group is more and more fun. Yeah, it's powerful, man. You build a good community, it's powerful. OnlyFans can make you a millionaire. Well, it depends. You have to look good, man. And you have to have a following. I will never pay for something that is offered for free all over the internet. Some people can't think for themselves. No, the only thing you should be paying for is someone's time, right? And that you can't get for free. Their one-on-one time. That's very important, and that's why I can't just sit here, that's why, first of all, payment is important because it filters. Payment is a form of filtration. It filters people, which is very, very important. Second of all, payment is important, to differentiate between the services and stuff like this, because, you have to offer. It's how the world works. It's how business works, For everyone who pays me, they pay for my time. That's it. You've already provided more info in this live stream than most. Shout out from Texas, bro. Appreciate you, Alexis, man. Appreciate you. Yeah, I'm focused. I'm value orientated, Value orientated, and people in the exclusive group will tell you. Hopefully. I hope they all feel the same. Connection so slow, takes days these to load these pictures. Better not be slow taking a trade. Do you ever get tired of answering these questions on the exclusive group? No, because I like to see the progression. And the exclusive group questions are a lot better than random questions. That's why it's a filter. It's a community. If I'm not going to answer these questions, who is? You have to find passion in it, right? There's passion to that. Technicians have to wire me up today. Yeah, you're not happy with them. If you were given a chance to have dinner with one person, who will it be? Like Uncle Elon, Uncle Buffett? I'll probably do Uncle Elon. Because that's more of a useful contact going into the future. Secure my spot on the spaceship to Mars. And all exclusive members will have a spot. That will be the deal. If you join the exclusive, all members will be guaranteed a spot to Mars. Are you going to the next summit, which in Dubai? If there's a lot of people here in Dubai, then yes. You quit your job yesterday, Claudio? What happened, man? Better way to make $1 million, make a good portfolio, and be sustainable long term? Yes. Sustainability is huge, because who cares if you make $1 million, then what? If you make $1 million, then what? You have to keep making money. It's easy to spend $1 million. Trust me. You can spend $1 million on a car. And in property, you're going to burn that money so fast. If you're investing in real estate, $1 million is not much. Thanks for your output. Let outsider know how it feels to sit in front of a trade, especially when the trade is going to feel. Yes. So no dinner with Jay-Z? Fuck Jay-Z. I take the 100K. I remember that. How much was it? I take the 500K. Entering exclusive now. Let's go to Mars. Mr. Gold. Set up 2, maybe. Or close below this 15 support. How big are stops? 20 pip stops. 16 pip target. Negative risk to reward, but set up 3. 1 hour wick fill. See this close here in 7 minutes. 7 minutes till this candle closes here on gold. Might be an option here with gold. Trade to these lows. Remember I said this 5-minute area would be an issue? Remember this? This is what I mean. So you don't know. So probably a 15-minute close below this support. And then break below these lows. Stop is 22 pips though. But anyways, what to do? Be negative. But you can just take it and go, I mean, that's a watch zone, really. Wonder if 30-minute setup 3 is enough here. Personally, on gold in London session, I prefer to wait for at least a 5-minute closing below here. Or so let's see 1 minute if the 5 closes below. Or to see the 15-minute close. Let's see what happens here. Look at GJ. GJ's moving now? Okay. I'm gonna take GJ here. GJ I prefer. 5 minutes. Yeah, I like GJ. I really hope this doesn't... Ooh, wow. Does it close above? No, it closes at resistance. Yeah, we need to wait for the close, guys. This could be painful here. This could be painful. We have to wait 5 minutes patiently. Go for a run. Go take a 5-minute piss. And come back and see what the setup is like. If it's pushed, it's pushed. Oh! What's going on? 1 minute here. Damn, why flip now? Go down, stay for a while. We're good, man. I mean, realistically, we could go half on break of high, but I'm waiting for close. I don't have to. Quarter 4, we're good. That's like a March type thing, you know? Push that break of high on March. Because March likes to break out sometimes, not give you a chance to enter. Previous 15 wick, I'll probably run. Yeah, somewhere around here. 267 max stop loss. But yeah, you could just run stop loss below the 15 is fine. Just like to give it room during these days. I count for this much risk, but really my stop is only 11 pips. Trading to 1 hour sell side imbalance. GJ look like 4 hour pullback for potential more upside. I think if we can close above this zone, upside makes sense. Need a bottom wick though. On next candle we need a bottom wick, yes. We have a bottom wick on these candles. Oh, now we needed to close above. Don't tease us like this and then don't close above. Hey, GJ, come on. How many pips stop loss will be? It will end up being around 15 pips. Wallet miner in Dubai? That's the first one, man. That's fucking funny. 1 minute to do business here. It has 1 minute to do business. Let's see if it does business here in 1 minute. Not that business. This business, GJ. Upside business. But this is why it's important to wait for the close. So let's all be grateful that we are disciplined to wait for the close here, so that you don't get caught in this shitty pullbacks. Gold. Oh yeah, now gold is gold is not closing below yet. Gold is not closing below. You need gold to close below. 18 seconds to close below. Will it do it in 18 seconds? I feel gold break of the 30-minute low will be enough here. I think it will be enough. But that needs a top wick first. Nice top wick and then break of 30 might. What did GJ do? Damn. Anticlimactic close. Gold needs top wick. Need a top wick. 100% on gold. I'm not taking break of these lows. Damn, man. Look at this London, yeah? Doing us nice. Damn. No top wick. Please tell me that did not have a top wick on my broker. If that had a top wick on my broker, that would be... Okay, good. No top wick on my broker as well. Makes me feel better. Be careful with this move down gold. No top wick here. But I was looking at this break of this low. That would be a nice trade, man, if we just got that small top wick. Especially in London. But be careful now. Look, look, look. Be careful now. It's where it can come. You guys will FOMO in and then you get screwed. This is where patience will pay. Patience will pay. But it's all good. It's all good. It's not been... at least we had yesterday, gold showed some nice little trust in gold. Nice little move in gold at least yesterday. If this 5-minute closes above, I'm interested. I expect then the 15 to close above. Because I'll rely on this 1 hour closing, creating the support. 15-minute tried to close above, it rejected. So if now the 5-minute has made a bottom wick, breaking these 15-minute lows, and then ends up closing above, there's no reason why I can't give this a shot here. There's no reason why I can't give this a shot. This would make sense for me. Yeah, of course, 5-minute is less confirmation, but if we're going to break out, it has to do it now. Otherwise, I'll just be wrong and I accept that risk. I'll basically risk yesterday's trade. But 2 minutes here. Do we even have 2 minutes? Hopefully we do. Yeah, wait for close. You don't know. Last minute could reject. We have to at least wait for a close. At least. But 2 minutes. Hopefully it doesn't do too much business in 2 minutes. Yeah, now you want it to chill around here. See, will it close above here? 42 seconds. Needs to do some business. Needs to close at least here at like 416 or something, you know, something decent. Ten seconds, chill, man. Okay, we have closed above here. I'll be interested if this breaks the high, if we get a bottom wick. So if this breaks the high, I'm going to be interested here. Take a buy. One pip above the high, it should be good. Okay, I got triggered there. Took a buy here. Gonna run stops. Max is below here. Max target up here. 500 is a major watch zone here at 500. Major watch zone. So I'm in on half risk on this trade like I was saying because it's just a 5-minute close. But if we're gonna... Oh man, camera dies. Right when we're in a trade, camera dies. Let me set up the other. One sec, setting up the other one. See if we can get this other one. Fixing up the other camera here while we let this trade play out. Nice, we have a camera. Perfect. I know it's crap quality, but it'll have to do. I look at 500 as a break-even point here for me. Nice push. Come on, GG. Let's go. What are we reacting off here? That's what I'm interested in. Didn't even reach this. Not the best 5-minute close here. Probably wait for this 15 and see how this 15 closes. No bottom wick on this 5. Very interesting. Sitting right at break even now. Let's see, let's see. Not trusting this 5-minute close too much here. See how it reacts on the 1 minute above this zone here. Literally right at break even. $407 respected, be more confident. Yeah, just GJ, you know, recently being a little bit more aggressive here. Just want to be more aggressive because of these reasons here. Gonna see based on this 5 close because that'll be the 15. Took the trade on the 15, we'll manage on the 15. Waiting for 4K. 4K on what? Interesting 15-minute close here coming in 2 minutes. Very unfortunate to see this last minute 1 minute candle come down. Out of nowhere here. It was looking good. Price created support. I'll look to manage based on this 15-minute close here. Yeah, this zone is tough for price to try break out of here. Waiting for this 15-minute close here. See if we can. 30 should close above as well. Nasty. Only trade gold. Did 30 close above here? No, 30 is not closing above. Probably manage the trade anything breaking below this 15-minute low here. And then basically take my win from yesterday out. Yeah, that would be best. Damn, little of a push here. Only sitting in about 2 pips worth of drawdown here. If this comes back, you know, about a pip worth of drawdown, or if this breaks the 1 minute low, I'll probably just end up closing here. Let's see how this 1 minute, because I'm only sitting in 2 pips worth of drawdown. Literally a break-even trade right now. So this could be a good opportunity to get out since the trade did not close in our favor here. So I'm going to see if I can use this opportunity to get out here. So I'm looking to close. See if we can get back up to a little bit closer to entry. If not, break this 1 hour low, we'll close for only like 3 pip loss here. Look for a re-entry in another place. Yeah, so I closed as it broke this 1 minute low here. I'm out of this trade. I closed as it broke the 1 minute low. And for me, that is only minus here around 3 pips here. So very small trade here. Nothing. Managed it quite nicely here. Yeah, minus 4 pips with spread and everything. And I'm happy with that management. I don't think we could have done much better. Happy with it like that. And yeah, boom. Easy management here. Gave it a shot. 15-minute didn't close in our direction. And just manage it minus 3 pips. Basically nothing here. So that is the best way to do it. So yeah, happy with the way that I managed it. And yeah. Time to form more gold sells? What are gold doing? No, not yet, not yet. I will wait. I will find another re-entry if this closes above. But minus 3 pips, 4 pips with spread. It's not a big deal. It's really not a big deal. Add 11 loss. That's not a lot. That's 4 pips, man. Come on. We don't even count that as a win. Why should I count that, you know, as a loss? It's a full-on management. When's the last time you've held like a 4 pip stop? Why didn't we enter off the 15? To give it a chance. And as soon as the 15 didn't close below, this was ranging all day. If this broke out, you would have asked why didn't we enter on the 5. But it's only minus 3-4 pips. Nothing crazy here. Watch this thing dump, and then everyone is going to hate now. Bro, don't kid yourself. That was not a good entry. You bought at fair value gap. All right, now where's people complaining that we didn't hold? Fair value gap and inefficiency? Where? Now the haters come. It was 3 pips. Okay, fine. If you want me to put it, I'll put it in the stream journal. 3 pip loss. Great. 4 pips with spread. Now where are you guys hating? You want to hold this drawdown? Look what you would have held now. This is a loss. 11 pips. Closing up out here at minus 4 is nothing. That's like break even. You make that back so quick. We manage it. It was an opportunity. Like, if you can't handle minus 3 pips, then you can't trade. Just 3 pips. Okay, so 3 out of 3 live traders were taking the exact trade? Really? It's being accountable for my own mistakes? Okay, then tell me, is this accountability to my own mistakes? Because as far as I can see, I don't make mistakes more often than not. You know, more often I am right most of the time. And today I managed at 4 pips. 4 pips is nothing. 4 pips is nothing. If I win 4 pips, I'm not gonna count that as a win. That's how it works. If I win 4 pips, I will not count that as a win. You didn't manage, man, ever. Why don't you manage? Come on, man. How many times have you lost 4 pips and didn't count it as a loss? I did actually, and this is why I'm changing it. The last time, my full trade history is tracked, guys. No one has this. I have my whole trade history tracked. I'm one of the most transparent. And last time we had a 4 pip loss, I tracked it here. And it's there for you to see. And last time when I said this, right, we even wrote here that would have gone to SL, right? So at the end of the day, the next trade was then boom, plus 10, then minus 6, but then again you're up. So at the end of the day, it doesn't matter because I tracked it and then I said these small wins, I'm not going to track anymore because they don't make any sense. What is minus 4 pips? Like, come on. Don't start calling people haters. At the end of the day, you lost money. All right, fine. Sore loser. Your loss. 1 to 5 pips is BE to me. Oh, I also. 6 pips not counted as a loss. Well, when my stop loss was 15 pips, right? My stop loss was 16 pip stop I had. I had a 16 pip stop down here, well, 18 almost, right? Oh yeah, 16.7 pip stop. And I managed the trade at 4 pips. And you could have easily closed at minus 2 pips only. Okay, if you're happy, I'm just so shocked that people take a trade without them listening, right? And then they have the audacity to hate at me saving them minus 14 pips in this trade. They hate that I saved them minus 14 pips. You guys' expectations are unbelievable. What I've... Yeah, it's alright, man. Yeah, I should just ignore. Waste of my time. Because I think I've proven myself enough trading live, you know? I think I've proven myself. And I give so much live, and then this is what happens in return. It's because you guys, you know... Watch, I'll make it back in New York and I'll send it to all of you. You watch. If there's a setup in New York, I take it. If it wins, then I make it back. If not, then I have a losing day. New York is the session these days, man. This is the same trade we take every single time. Every time we take this trade. Go back and see in the journal, you'll find it. Any trade. Let's go find the time frame. There we go. This will probably be one. Like, you can see the difference. GJ is just ranging. You guys just salty that GJ has been slow for the last 3 months. You're just salty and you want someone to blame. You're becoming very subjective, then don't watch me, brother. You know, I'm just here sharing my experiences. That's the difference. I'm not trying to prove anyone anything. I'm not being subjective. From the last time this came up, right? From the last time this came up when we discussed about the 4 pips. If you guys been watching the stream for a while, you understand this. From the last time it came up, alright? When this 4 pips, we said we'll keep it break even. Then you guys said, okay, we'll leave it on. So we left it on. We left it on. Please don't listen to them. Look, I'm chilling, but at the end of the day, I want people to understand how trading works. You know? Why didn't I wait for 15? Because this is a trade we normally take when you rely on the 1 hour support formed here and breaking this 1 hour high. We've been ranging all morning. We rejected once, we rejected twice, the 5 minute rejected, and then finally we had the 5 minute closing above. This is like a thunderstorm, especially after this big liquidity grab towards the downside. This big liquidity grab here towards the downside and then close above. There's no reason this thing shouldn't go up. I have no reason for this not to go up. And now it seems like in this month still 5 minute is not ready. GJ is just not ready on the 5. It's the same as like on that big move we had on Friday. If you didn't use 5 minute here, you would have missed the move. There's no way you can enter this without 5 minute. You know, on this Friday move. Look, 15 minutes were closing too deep. To get in on the move here, you needed to enter on a 5 minute above 184. To get in on here, you needed again a 5 minute. Because the 5 minutes were giving you those pullbacks and close above, you see? Pull back, close above. You need 5 minute. 5 minute close above this resistance, right? 5 minute again. 5 minute close above. 5 minute close above. So with momentum, we want it like that. No, gold is in a range now. Gold is in a range now. Look at this. These rejection wicks are not good. You said that if I lost, I would have lost the amount I made on the gold trade. Yes, but I haven't lost the amount I accounted for. I only lost in this trade 4 pips. 4 pips is not going to make a big damage to me. If you guys can't handle 4 pips, you're not profitable enough. It's 4 pips. Like, come on. You waste more money buying and selling and wasting your positions. I know you guys waste more money trying to buy and sell, and then you waste more money in commission than 4 pips. These people will never learn, unfortunately. They come, but they do not thank you for saving them on 12 pip worth of drawdown here. 13 pips, sorry. It's like, oh, I don't give a shit that price went down minus 13, more actually, because you would have been triggered above the high here. So I don't give shit price went down more than 13. Then when I give a accurate management plan to close break of 1 minute low from entry, you know, minus 4 pips here. Come on. Wake up, guys. Most people be losing fully their ass in these markets right now. Full. Cool down, bro. I'm cool. It just pisses me off the respect, you know? Lack of respect. Most of them unprofitable? Yeah, I understand. But look, markets are ranging now. Nothing for me in ranging markets right now. And yeah, I'm just gonna wait for New York. New York has been way better here. I'm not really too interested on any movements that come now, because New York has been a lot cleaner now. I'm not really too for how London has been moving here, and I'm gonna send a plan and take a trade according to that in New York, and I'll post it on Instagram, right? So, you know, that's what doesn't make sense. I'm not allowed to post my trades that I take on New York, right? That doesn't get counted towards my win rate. But that's the trades that have been winning. So, you know, what about that? You know, so at the end of the day, that's how it is. That's how it is. So, will you stream NY sometime? NY, I don't trade it at the house. So if maybe once or twice, then yeah. You know, we could see. But nah, guys, we can't do anything if this is what's happening. Like, nothing happened today. I'm not gonna not sit here and take options if I see an option. You know? Like, you crying at closing at 4 pips? Like, come on, guys. This really shows your lack of maturity. If you want to be successful in these markets, you need to be able to accept taking these small little opportunities, because if this played out, no one would ask any questions. And I'm happy I managed it the way I did, because it saves me long term. 4 pip loss here, 12 pip win, 15 pip wins, 4 pips will become irrelevant. you know. So yeah, that's how it should be. So yeah, thank you all for showing up. Appreciate you as always, and hopefully, yeah, we get some we get some better business here in terms of movement. I'll take that trade again and again and again and again until JJ moves, man. Until JJ moves, you know, it's how it is. It's just what we've seen. You know, this is something outside of my control, and I just have to put more focus on trading in New York now, because that's where I'm seeing volume. I'm not seeing volume in London. So that's where my focus is going to be in terms of looking for positions and taking it based on that. So, yes. Appreciate everyone. And yeah, with that being said, take care. Trade sharp, and hopefully speak to you soon.